He called some great races over the last few weeks. How was the heart rate there on all those final cautions and restarts, Shane?
Yeah, it was pretty tough stuff. We had an amazing car, but yeah, Chase Briscoe, what a great racer, and gave me respect, and jumped the last one a little bit, but it was pretty tense, but amazing. So stoked for Red Bull, Trackhouse, Chevy. Unbelievable. I had a really fun weekend here, some great races, and hope everyone enjoyed that.
How hard is it to believe 5 weeks ago this race team didn't have a win, Shane? As it sits now, you're the #3 seed in the playoffs.
Hard to believe that, isn't it? But I just have to thank these guys. You know, we've built up all year, got better and better, and now we need to keep getting better on the ovals and start proving some people wrong.
Shane, you've won championships, 81 supercar wins over your career. You've done everything you could down there. How do you put into words what the last 2 years have meant to you?
Oh, it means everything. That's why I race cars, you know. I had an amazing time in Australia, and then to come here, and yeah, the last couple of weeks, or years actually, has been a dream come true. I really enjoyed my time in NASCAR. Thanks everyone for making me feel so welcome, and yeah, hope I'm here for a long time to come.
Yeah, you can hear a little bit of emotion there as he celebrates their 3rd win in 5 weeks. SVG is unstoppable on street and road courses, Adam, and he proves it once again today.
So many times in this sport, in racing in general, where you do not live in the moment. You do not appreciate what's going on. It's always on to the next one. Winning 3 of the last 5, how many times have you sort of allowed yourself to feel it?
Oh, a little bit, yeah. Firstly, amazing day to lead all those laps and just be in control most of the time, and to have Red Bull back on the car, just special to have everyone here, and yeah, can't thank Trackhouse and Chevy enough. Been an amazing few weeks, as you say, and we celebrated pretty hard last week and took the time to, you know, appreciate each other. Like it was a tough start to the year, but it's been getting better and better, and just, yeah, it's hard to win these races, so it's cool to do it.
Did you see his tweet last week, by the way, at 4 a.m.?
Well, oh, yes.
He doesn't remember.
I didn't see it at 4 a.m., but I saw it when I got up.
Yeah.
You won't be able to get him for a while. I remember that well. It's the same thing again.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to say, similar thing. You talked about yesterday after practice, you weren't very happy with your race car. Were you just playing with us?
I think he's
a
bluffing.
little bit?
I think
or did it get better? What was that?
Definitely, as soon as I took off 5 laps in, I'm like, this thing's night and day better. Yesterday, we were fast, but it was so loose, and you would have heard everyone just complaining about rear tires, and we still struggled with the rears, but night and day better than yesterday.
And was it just because it was comparable to other people, do you think, or it just you thought your car felt better?
Well, I was complaining in the first stage, but Steven and Josh, they kept telling me that others were saying the same stuff. So
right.
You just had to tell yourself everyone's got the same issues and try and manage it the best you could.
I heard Marty say when he was interviewing you post-race about you'd won over 80 supercar races. Where's NASCAR rank? Like in your wins, like what's your big win, and like where does this stack up for Shane?
It's still up there. Like these races are really hard, and even though we have the fastest car today, it's very rare in NASCAR that the fastest car wins the race. Like there's so much stuff that happens, those late race restarts. So just to execute, make the most of it, really, really cool. But it ranks up there. These races they're really hard to win, but luckily, great car, great team makes a big difference.
So I want to get to those late race restarts. Were you a little worried occasionally when Chase kind of matched you on the jump at times and was able to stay side by side?
There's your car, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Hey, by the way, wave
Who's
at
driving your car? Is he doing the burnouts right now?
They put another set of tires on it.
You used up the last ones.
Yeah, I was worried, of course. Like, it's difficult, but he's a fair racer. Like, he's not going to do anything dumb. And, you know, he pushed me around and tried to move me a little bit, but nothing egregious. Like, it was great racing, and we were thumbs up to each other under caution a couple of times, and I enjoy racing.
What you did
like
yesterday mid-battle, by the way.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
It's the best thing. It's the first race car I've ever driven with no windows, so you can wave friendly or angry at people.
I love it. You know, Shane, you're always smiling, and obviously we've talked before, you're always so gracious, but I heard maybe a little edge in that post-race interview. You said, I want to prove people wrong on the ovals. And so what does that look like to you, proving people wrong on the ovals?
I don't know. It meant nothing.
Do you remember saying that?
Yeah, probably just in the moment, but, you know, I think we're definitely getting a lot better on the ovals. We're still not great, but, you know, we're in the 20 most weeks for speed, and it's a huge improvement from where we were at the start of the year, and I like to take things slow and keep building up, and I really feel like we're building confidence.
When Justin Marks called you a couple years ago about doing the Project 91 car, you win Chicago. It's led to this 3 wins this season. You're in the playoffs, 3rd seed. Could you ever have imagined any of this happening?
Nah.
And the leap of faith you took to come around the world, thank you. Let's give a cheer for that. This guy took his whole life around the world, and now he won 3 times in the NASCAR Cup Series.
Unreal, yeah. Like, to do Chicago was just an experience that I really enjoyed and never thought it would lead to more, let alone moving over here and doing things. And yeah, it's been amazing. Everything I hoped it could ever be.
Have you taken a look at the playoffs, the tracks? I mean, like, I know that seems like an obvious question, but like that first round, if you get through that, obviously the Rovals in the second round, have you guys as a team kind of taken a look at that in the last few weeks and focused on a certain track or a certain type of track you need to get better at?
Yeah, it's a crazy first round for me. Like, we go to Darlington, which is my favorite oval. Then I think it's Gateway, which I've never been to, and then Bristol, I may as well have been going the other way. I was that bad. So hopefully we get better at tracks like that. Yeah,
there
see
they
how
are.
Gateway is.
I think you'll be good at Gateway. That's got a heartbreaking corner.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you
I'm
downshift.
gifting.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what
Might be
Bill
okay.
just said.
You're gonna be money there.
Any right-handers?
No
No
right-handers.
right-handers,
If you're
no.
going right, you can go right to go left sometimes. It's like a dirt car. You've done that.
I think it's incredible. The last week we were talking about, your name was compared to Jimmy Johnson in terms of getting the wins. And then today we heard Jeff Gordon, the first driver since Jeff Gordon to win 3 consecutive from the pole. So when you kind of hear that, I guess you're kind of hearing that for the very first time, Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, the greats obviously in NASCAR. How does that sit with you?
Yeah, obviously it's unreal to be mentioned in the same breath as those guys, but it's not comparable with the ovals. I'm not an idiot about that, but it's amazing to have such success here, and that's what I was brought in here to do, right? Get in the playoffs, try and get through, and it's just been amazing to do that.
When you go to an oval, you know where your weakness is, right? You get on the track, you know that I've got to turn better here, I need better entry. You come to a road course, so when you get behind guys, do you sense your advantage, or is it just a little bit everywhere?
You still are analyzing. Like, I could see where Chase was better in the mirror catching, and I think it was the 24 at the start. He was very strong and had me a little worried, and I could see what areas, and I tried to work on them. But yeah, you still analyze everything as much as you can to try and make yourself better.
Yeah.
We're going to give you an A for the burnout, but the kick, it didn't.
The wind got you. I think. The wind
crushed
got
you.
you. I believe.
The laces were out.
They have
right? The
they
laces
the
were
wind in
out.
rugby.
Maybe we have another rugby
I'll
ball
blame
up
the
here.
wind.
We'll let you try that.
The
We'll
heart
let you.
looked good, but I almost caught it again.
Congratulations to you
Thank you, guys.
on this
Yeah.
victory.
Amazing
Enjoy
job,
it
man.
the way you
Congrats.
enjoyed last week. Shane Van Gisbergen, everybody.
Once he could get clear, it was his to take away.
No, it was the opportunity that Chase had with multiple shots at that restart. I can't wait to hear from him and see what he thought.
Let's hear from him, because there he
You
is
got
right
him.
there. He's listening to what you guys are saying, and he's like, hey, let me weigh in on what that was really like. Take us through that last one, Chase, because that was the one that I think was the closest for you to maybe make that move.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, the really only opportunity I had was on the restarts. I obviously never played basketball against Michael Jordan in his prime, but I feel like that's what it was probably like. Yeah, that guy's just unbelievable on road courses. He's just so good. He's really raised the bar in this entire series. So, yeah, proud of the effort. I thought there was one restart I was maybe going to get clear of him, but, I mean, truthfully, even if I cleared him, he was probably going to pass me back by the end of the lap. But, yeah, proud of the effort. We were, second-place car all day, and obviously ended up second with it. So, yeah, it's just man, I honestly, I don't know what more I need. I feel like my car is extremely, extremely good, and I feel like every time I would kind of run down Shane, he would just pick up the pace himself and start driving back away. So, yeah, it was, I don't know, frustrating at times, but, I was honestly happy with the effort. This is by far my worst racetrack, so kind of surprised myself, truthfully.
Yeah, Parker and I thought as you had multiple shots at that you might be able to get by him on one of the restarts. One of the stories of the day was just kind of managing tires. We saw some guys go well at the beginning of a run and then fade a lot. What was kind of your plan today? Were you aggressive at the beginning, or did you try to take it easy so you had something at the end?
Yeah, I definitely would just try to kind of maintain the first initial start of the race. I didn't do a very good job of kind of maintaining. I fell back, I think, to fourth and just cost myself too much time trying to save tires. But yeah, I thought other than that, I did a really good job of just trying to stay disciplined and manage my stuff. And I felt like it paid off. I was typically the second best car. I just never had anything for Shane. And I felt like he still had more left in the tank as well. But yeah, it was fun. We were slipping and sliding around all over the place. It's fun when you can do that in these types of race cars. So yeah, it was a really just fun day, honestly, behind the wheel.
My man, yesterday after you qualified in second, you were right behind SVG, and you said, I had more in the tank there. You felt like you could have been closer to him in qualifying. One of the things I've noticed, I know you won in road courses in Xfinity, but in the Cup Series, it seems like since you stepped in this 19 car, You've had a ton of pace at these road courses. Have you done something differently? Been working behind the scenes on something for road courses? Is it these cars? What sort of changed with your pace at these road courses to feel and be as close to a guy you're describing as Michael Jordan in his prime?
Yeah, I mean, the car, honestly, I don't really feel like I'm doing a whole lot different. I mean, certainly, going into this week, I was saying how this is my worst racetrack, right? I felt like the 19 team did a really good job of just trying to show me little things that Martin did that really kind of made him excel here, and I just tried to replicate that. But for the most part, honestly, it's just been kind of doing my typical deal. It just, the car has so much more pace and, balance, so it makes it really enjoyable. I'm just so honored and thankful that, I get to drive this 19 car with, Bass Pro Shops on the hood. I cannot thank Johnny Morris, JP Morris, just the entire Toyota family, Bass Pro Shops family, and obviously Joe Gibbs Racing for giving me this opportunity, because I'm certainly having the time of my life right now. It's fun, running week in and week out in the Cup Series and feeling like you have a shot to go win.
Thank you so much, Chase. This was your best finish on a road course, second, so congratulations on that. I know you wanted one better, but a great effort out there today. So thanks for joining us. Okay, someone else that's joining us. Speaking of Michael Jordan.
I know.
I know. It's
that was quick.
On
Hey.
cue. Of course, Chase Briscoe just kind of compared Shane Gisbergen to, you heard it.
Yeah.
You finished sixth out there today and did transfer on in season challenge. Tell us about your day, and obviously everyone chasing SVG.
Yeah, I never saw him, so I have no idea. We unfortunately kind of just slid backwards all day long. We just kind of really just fought balance. It seemed like throughout the day that was the thing that we were struggling with the most, and it's tough. I was slow enough on restarts where I really couldn't take care of my tires, and then I would pay for it later on. So, yeah, it was just a really tough day in general. We got that caution at the end. We decided to fire tires on it, and we just got our way through the chaos every time on the restart.
You look mad. Are you mad?
This is always Tyler
I don't know.
Reddick.
I watched you walk up. I'm like, I don't know. You mad? Like, are you?
Yeah, it was a long day
disappointed?
for sure.
Yeah, hot.
Yeah, I wouldn't say hot. It's just frustrating. You know what I mean? We come to the road courses and we expect to contend, and yeah, we weren't really in the mix at all today.
But I feel like that is Tyler Reddick. I mean, even when you finish second, have a great run, or
Yeah, second's
sometimes
even
even
worse.
when you win, I feel like you are so ultra hard on yourself and expect such great things, which is, I mean, that's why you race.
Yeah, absolutely. If you were happy with, running in the backside of the top 10 all day, and finishing
I
sixth,
didn't mean to ask the obvious. I was kind of being a little sarcastic.
yeah.
I'm sorry that everyone got so literal on me right there.
I'm curious, though, what was so difficult about today? We heard so many drivers struggling with tires like suddenly falling off, almost falling off a cliff at times. Was it just tough to even, if you treat them nicely, they still didn't work at the end of a run? Like, it seemed like everyone was fighting that together, but some suffered more than others.
Yeah, I think it's balance related. If your balance was close, you could hang on to the tires a little longer. Again, everyone pushes so hard on these restarts, it's hard to take care of your tires and not lose spots that you'll just eventually have to try and get back, and then you burn them up then too. So it's just a balance all day long. You try to run as hard as you can, or as easy as you can without losing spots, but for us all day long, that was the name of the game. We had to push too hard.
Look, there was a time when we first went to this car, you were a guy on the road course, right? And everyone talked about your braking. You haven't forgot how to brake. You haven't changed that. What has changed? Like, has the setups evolved, and you don't feel like you guys have kept up with that? Is this maybe just not the best track for 2311? Like, what's different now than it was a couple of years ago?
No, the car's totally different. It has not even close to the same amount of downforce it used to then. The tires gotten a lot softer too. So as those things change, what it takes to go fast on one lap and go fast over the course of a tire run evolves as the car does.
Right.
I know this might not be the time, but we can't stop looking at the hair that you have going on. Is this like
A serious lion
I
mane,
mean,
my man.
Flying in the wind.
I mean, yeah, we're flying in the wind as well, and that hair may win you $1 million, because take a look at this. We'll look at the in-season challenge. Is that a good turn?
People talk about my hair all the time,
It
Tyler,
was
so
up there.
I get it.
Is this a full head of hair?
Nobody
I've gotta
offered you $1 million
ask
for it.
Tyler.
No, that's right.
Every time we see it underneath this baseball cap, we can't help but wonder. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of hair. Yeah, the wind
He's like,
helps
don't
it
talk to me
sometimes.
about this.
Your wife is good with that.
No, I don't know if any.
Oh, wow. And you still
okay.
keep it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give that a little time. That'll change.
Yeah.
All right.
And next week's gonna be a good matchup though. Me and Ty Gibbs.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Dover? What do
Dover.
you think?
I don't know. Two evenly matched cars. Obviously we work very close together. I have a feeling we're going to be around each other all day long. It's going to be a long battle.
It'd be fun. It'd be fun to watch.
I have Tyler Reddick winning it all, so I'm technically still
Wow.
in it. Yeah, I do.
Oh, well done.
There you go. How about that?
That'd be great.
You know?
Shannon knows how to butter him up.
I
Yeah,
do.
wow.
I do.
It's like he handpicked the guest or something.
He's like, can I go now? Yes, you can. Thank
All right,
you
guys.
very much
Thanks,
for
Tyler.
joining
Appreciate
us.
it, bud.
Best finish here at
Appreciate it.
Sonoma for you,
Good one.
if that's a...
Winds up being 7th for Ty Gibbs, but kind of walk me through the chaos of those final few restarts. It looked like bumper cars out there.
Yeah, 100%. We had a fast Saya Monster Energy Toyota Camry. Didn't end up kind of, where we kind of wanted to be, but okay finish for us. My guys didn't give up on me, and I needed to get better as well. So, we made some good adjustments throughout the day on my side and the team side, and we got better. We're just hammering down week by week, just seeing what we can do.
Kind of walk me through what happened with the 6 on pit road. I think they were a little upset, but NASCAR said you didn't do anything wrong. We watched the replay, said you didn't do anything wrong. What was your view of what happened?
Yeah, by NASCAR's rules, I'm the lead car because I'm the pit box pass where the 6 is, and I'm in front of them as well. We have these orange lines right there, as you can see. I'm sure they'll show you after, where, if I'm behind him, I have to go around those orange lines for it to be a rule, and going in, I have the right of way. So, they're on the wall for a reason. They jump for a reason. They kind of get out of the way, and those guys like to push it, and that's kind of the consequence you pay. So it's unfortunate for them that they had a penalty. Nothing malicious. It's my right of way. So
54 team keeps stacking good finishes. They wind up 7th.
For third here after taking tires late and then running off course. There was an issue with McDowell there?
No, there was no issue. There was dirt on the road, and then I got wide, and then I ran in the rest of the dirt. So it was, it happens up there, at the top of the hill. People get right, and it slings dirt left, and then you just can't see super well over the hill. So, yeah, I hate that. I was obviously pushing really hard. I didn't feel like we were quite as good that run as we were the run before. Don't know that it would have been enough, but maybe to get Briscoe. I'm not sure about Shane, but it was a great call. Alan made a great call there to get us on offense and at least give us a shot. And overall, I thought our Napa team did a good job. Had a fast Napa Chevy all day. Just need a little bit to those guys, but we were right there in the mix and give ourselves a chance.
Pretty impressive to see what you were able to do, Chase. Is this a different Sonoma or maybe like an old Sonoma, the way you had to be offensive and manage your tires today?
Yeah, it's a strange repave for sure. It's unlike any repave I've ever been on. It's it races like the old track more than it races like a fresh repave usually does. I don't know why that is. I think maybe a combination of the tire. I think they've got a good tire combination that they brought that it made for a good show, right? And we were able to follow it closer, I felt like, and people have some options there at the end and do something different. And I think all those things are recipes to put on good racing. I thought today was a good race.
Good to see you have a third place finish and nice to see your dad here back at the track, Chase. Thanks.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You know what I love about the day for Travis Peterson and Michael McDowell, man, they kept swinging at it. You made the gamble to kind of stay out on the older tires there and short pit there in stage 3, and then made the gamble again to get the fresher tires. Were you thinking if we could have gone green, I might have had a shot?
No. I mean, I think that, more than anything is we were hoping more cars would come when the window opened up. And when no one really came behind us, we were like, you're too far back to get to where you need to get. But we needed a little bit more out of our at Gamebridge Chevrolet today. I think we were a top 5 car. I don't think we had the pace to drive through the field like we needed to. So, we got aggressive with strategy. It didn't work out there, and then caught a caution there to put tires on and kind of regroup. We were at such a deficit at that point that we were never going to be able to move forward if we didn't put tires on. So, it averaged out, it worked out, but it's not what we need. We need to be sitting in victory lane, and that's the only way we're going to get in the playoffs. So we are going pretty aggressive on the strategy there, and it just didn't work out. So we'll go back and learn from it and, work on our car a little bit more. And, we still got great tracks in front of us. So proud of the effort. Everybody at Spire Motorsports is bringing fast cars. We're in the hunt, but just not enough to win today.
As someone who came from a road course background, I want to get your perspective on what SVG is doing in the Cup Series right now. Is he in the conversation of greatest guys ever to do this and toughest to beat?
Yeah, I mean, what he's doing is incredible. Not just his speed, but, the execution of making it happen, not having any mistakes on pit road, executing the restarts perfectly. It's one thing to be fast. It's another thing to do everything you need to win a Cup race. So, yeah, what he's doing is incredible. and it's made everybody step their game up and push themselves harder, myself included. He is beatable. He hasn't been the last couple weeks, but I felt like Chicago, we had a car that contend. Today we didn't, but we got more races in front of us.
What a strong day for Michael McDowell, Travis Peterson, and this team. They wind up 4th.